We have our third league match here. Currently 2-0, so let's do this. We have won the die roll this time, and we will keep this hand. Wish our opponent good luck. He keeps 7. Fix our colors and pass. Don't know why the volume's so loud. Could be mono black. I don't know what the opponent is, and I don't know what I want, so I'm not going to preordain yet. We could just preordain away lands, but don't love that idea. Okay, looks like it might be mono black again, which is cool. And he just passes. So now we kind of know what we're dealing with. Try and find a counter spell. A 5th land is not terrible either. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the 5th land. We'll bottom the Dispel. We'll play the 5th land this turn. And we will pass. The Dispel in hand is not amazing. And it is a Chittering Rats. We'll go ahead and disfigure it. Again, like we had happen last time, I think I'm going to wait to get the full value on the Mold Drifter. We don't have a counterspell this time to back it up, but okay, it's also fine. So we'll go for the Edict. Play a Mold Drifter. He might just get us with a Gray Merchant, but that's the way things go. Might get disfigured also. Did not. So to make this Tragic Slip work, we're going to have to do some work of our own. Looks like he missed his 5th land initially. Has a Chittering Rats. Okay. So I think I want to leave this Mold Drifter back, or am I going to attack? I think I'm going to attack. And my hope is that he plays a Gray Merchant so I can disfigure the Rats and Tragic Slip. I'm not going to just use the disfigure right now. And I bottomed the land. I'm going to find more card draw, more answers. So we will take the attack. Unearth targeting Chittering Rats. That's going to resolve. Which really sucks because it's going to put Dispel on top of our library. And I'm just going to have to kill both of these the old-fashioned way. And it's going to be real hard to race. This game does not look like it's going to go very well. So I'm going to kill both of the Chittering Rats. Lowers his devotion, even though he might have another Unearth. I'm assuming... Oh, no. I'm assuming that he's going to have a first Merchant before he has a second Unearth. And we're going to be way behind on the board, so it's going to be real tough. I think I'm going to need to sip some Arizona iced tea for this one, folks. Pestilence. Well, that's going to be tough. And a Kumbai Witch. And a Gurmag Angler. I might as well just concede right now. But I won't. That's not my style. Okay, so we're actually in decent shape. Um, I guess if he attacks with Witch, I can block the Witch and then kill these two. Oh, he's gonna... Alright, so... Looks like what he's gonna do is Pestilence for 1, which is gonna kill his Phyrexian Rager. He's gonna play another one. So I'm still gonna make the play I was intending to make. But it leaves us with Gurmag Angler on our heels, and that's gonna be real deadly. If I draw another Edict, I'm actually in... Oh wait, why did... Oh, he used Disfigure. Okay, well... That's definitely a problem, but we're going to just start going to work on his board. I think I'm actually dead on board, if he wants to go for it. So he can attack me for 7. Yeah, we're dead on board. So, yeah, that was fast and furious. Alright, so we're going to board pretty much similarly to last time. Being down 1 game is pretty rough. I mean, that was a furious hand, multiple Chittering Rats out the gates. So, do you guys remember how this works? I like having one of these. Sometimes you can get them. Boarding out of creatures. Let's see, what else? Deep Analysis. I think we actually want to cut Una's Grace. Remember last round? We're basically drawing our whole deck to the point this wasn't even useful. So I think we want to cut Una's Grace. We don't win with Una's Grace. We win with Curse. So I think this is the configuration right here. I think this is it, guys. Alright, let's do it. Oh, wait. Crypt Incursion. Crypt Incursion should still be in the deck, but it's not. How did I... That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. How did I let that happen? Fatigue is setting in, guys. It's really happening right now. So I think we need at least one more win to get any type of prizes. I'm not really sure how it works. I forgot to check out the... I think once you go 4-1, your prizes are decent, and then when you go 5-0, you get like a booster pack and some qualifier points. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what you get for a 3-2. You probably just get some points. Yes, we're playing first. Keeping. Duress hits this hand kind of hard, but we have a lot of answers to early stuff, even though it's sorcery speed. Nihil Spellbomb. Okay, fair enough. I have basically no responses, so... He kept 7 again. Next turn I get to Compulsive Research. He has another Nihil Spellbomb, so our graveyard is just never going to amount to anything. So I'll go to 5, then 8, then I'll discard a land to the research, so we'll have 7 cards in hand. And I'll make it a swamp. So he's going to just cycle 1 right now, which is a good idea. Yep. So that is kind of a drag. I am going to let that resolve. Ooh, my turn. Well, definitely going to cast Chainer's Edict. and leave up Counterspell. He did not find a land, so he's probably going to kill our Chainer's Edict with this, which is okay. Not a big deal. Could just counter this instead of getting my other Chainer's Edict blown up. This is not something I would normally do, but I'm also thinking I'm going to hard cast Mulldrifter, and it's pretty clear he's missing lands, or at least I thought it was. So I can preordain and cast Mulldrifter. And I don't want lands. I get lands anyway. Alright, let's cast this bad boy. It's really cool, like, turn 6 hitting all your land drops and opponents missing them. That's the beauty of playing blue control. Alright, what do you got? Another Rager. I may just... Okay, I was going to say I may just tap out and Chainer's Edict him next turn. Here I actually think I'm going to Deep Analysis. Ooh. Or I could just do that. I guess I could do both. I think I'm going to Edict, Curse, and attack. And hopefully that's good enough. Raw. Whoa. What the hell? That's new. You guys even saw the last match. That never happened. We got a temporary zone now for this stuff. So now I have time to actually talk about something I've been meaning to talk about. When I fetch... Okay. It's not the end of the world unless he has Bojuka Bog. When I fetch... At points like this where I have perfect mana, the land I get is the one I have more of left in my deck. So right now, I think we have 3 islands left in the deck, and actually 3 swamps. So it doesn't matter this time, but let's say I had 3 islands and 2 swamps. I would get the island because it reduces my chances of drawing an island rather than reducing my chances of drawing, or I don't know how to explain it, but having 1 swamp and 3 islands in your deck means that you have a 1 in X chance of drawing a swamp and a 3 in X chance of drawing an island. So it just makes more sense to reduce that island probability. I don't want to draw either land. I want to draw, spells. So that's what I mean. I know it probably sounded overly complicated, but when it doesn't matter otherwise, I just reduce the percentage chance of drawing the land that I have more of in my deck. Okay, so I think I'll start here. I'd rather draw 2 cards for 2 than 1. Drew a Deprive, not terrible. See if I can find an Edict. Did not, but I do have up Teachings, which is almost just as good. So I'm going to attack. I don't see a reason to block. And I am going to go shields down if he doesn't play anything. Okay, I'm countering this. I am going to go shields down and teachings for an edict if he doesn't do anything. But it looks like he is doing something. I will bounce an untapped land, even though I'm probably playing the tapped land next. Four, 7. Alright. So I am going to take another hit from this thing, because I want to leave up Counterspell, but if he just passes the turn on his end step, I will get the edict. So that's 3 out of 4 merchants down, 1 angler down. That will resolve. Similar to Affinity, we don't counter card draw, guys. We just need to affect the board. They only beat us with the board and with something like Corrupt or Death Denied or whatever. So again, just leave it alone. Yep, that's fine too. That I'm going to counter. And I guess I'll just use the Fairy Trickery here. It doesn't actually matter, but it's a better use of mana. We're not saving any mana by not using it. And I drew a Disfigure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I'll just leave up Teachings again. We do eventually need to get a Diabolic Edict. But for now, we can afford to get hit by this. We really do want to kind of try and protect ourselves against Corrupt if possible. So I'm going to get my second Teachings. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's fine too. He's down to 6. Let's see what he does with this. Top. He wants both. Even Rats I'll let resolve. Duress. It's not a huge reason to do this, but he can have that. Well, I don't really want to leave him with this. I guess at this point I will get... I'll just counter this. No need to give him the card, and most of our stuff can kill this at this point. Any Edict. Alright, let's draw the 2 cards. Yeah, we're putting ourselves pretty low by doing this, but I'm still going to do it. So we're pretty much dead to Corrupt. We drew a bunch of blanks, and I mean, if he's drawing spells and we're drawing blanks, it's not really much that can save us from there. This might be it, guys. Ugh. So Chainer's Edict could save us. 3, 7, 10. Oh, we're at 1. Don't think there's anything I can draw, especially because we took Crypt Incursion out of the deck. There's pretty much nothing we can draw. So Mole Drifter, don't think does anything. If I evoke it, I have mana for 2 removal spells, but there's no life I can gain. So I think I have to hard cast it and hope he doesn't attack me. I could draw a Lifeland. Yeah, too little too late. So if he misses his attack, then we're still in it. But if he doesn't, okay, never mind. All right, we're going 2-1 now. This was just kind of brutal, but we did beat Mono Black previously, So you can see, I think it's slightly favorable, but they can get really aggressive sometimes. Some of their draws are pretty sweet. So thank you guys for watching. Round four of Pauper League. We're 2-1. We've won the die roll. Gonna play first, and definitely going to keep. As usual, we're gonna open up on our dual land. It's our classic turn 1 play in this deck. Hopefully get a good idea of what the opponent is. Tron. This is going to be pretty difficult. Let's go ahead and try and get some counter magic going. We do have ways to kill all of these creatures, big creatures. Yikes. I guess I don't need another edict. Just deciding on the land. Guess we'll keep the land. So we'll see if he's mono green, which I think is actually going to be tougher than Rug because it just has so many threats. It's going to be very tough to beat. This is not one of the decks that might actually be mono red Tron or something weird. This is not one of the decks that I had in mind in terms of like playing this deck and beating people. So we'll play that. We'll discard the tapped land. As you can see, our last, I think, 5 draws have been lands, so that's also not good. Yeah, this is not one of the decks on our hit list. They have what you might consider a superior late game with the mana engine going on, but we'll see. I mean, he looks like he might be some kind of. Ooh, there's a Seagate Oracle. So okay, this is a little more what I'm used to seeing. He's either blue-red or not. I'm going to go ahead and kill his guy regardless. All the while leaving up a counter spell. Since we have the removal and we have the mana, we might as well use it while we can. In future turns, we may find that we have our mana kind of tied up. So he's got Tron because he's going to use Expedition Map, but he's missing some color fixing. So that might actually be our saving grace here. I think we can get a win off of Gurmag Anglers, depending on what is in his deck. I'm going to let him have all this stuff. He's just going to sack it right now, save himself some time. And he got his piece. There's the Mole Drifter. So, 6/5. I can just Divination. I think I'm fine with that. They have more trouble with Angler than a deck like Mono Black, so we can use our Mole Drifters a little more liberally. And that is a lot of lands. So there's a piece. If it's a Mole Drifter, I think I'm going to counter it. And it doesn't look like he can do anything about it. I don't want him to have the threat and the cards off of it. So, figure I might as well just do that. And he's going to sack. Probably get like another fixing land. Yeah, Shimmering Grotto. It's pretty clear he's got some color issues here. And that's really lame. It's okay, though. We'll do what we can. Here comes green. Ancient Stirrings. Resolves. Prophetic Prism. Prophetic Prism resolves. And Mole Drifter resolves. Oh, Seagate Oracle. Okay. Going to likely Diabolic Edict that. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. We can't do anything with this this amount of flood, so I'm not even really sure what we could draw that can get us out of this. Maybe Mole Drifters. What costs red? Oh. Just another Mole Drifter. Yeah, this is a problem. And now we can't even Chainer's Edict away this Fangren Marauder. So he's just going to get the value off of this right now. And we might be on our way to getting Rolling Thundered, but I'm still going to probably... Okay, what does that do for us? 3, 6, 9. Gains us 9 life. But it's not really worth just letting him also keep the Mole Drifter. 9, 11, 13. He can only hit us for 13 anyway. So I think it's probably time to just Edict him, pass. I can gain 12, but he can also get Haunted Fengraf. Yeah, he can currently Thunder for 13, which is still a problem. Looks like he's just going to do it. Okay. Or Torch for 14. I can still gain 9. Or sorry, gain 12, so that's going to save me a bit. Guess he's having second thoughts about that. So if I gain 12, I go up to 27. Well, now I'm going to go down to 2, then I'm going to go up to 14. Which I don't think actually saves me if he has another Rolling Thunder. He also has the Firebolt in his yard, so he might be planning to do something with that. Okay, so now I have to Crypt Incursion immediately. Kill spell. Well, we can start there. 3, 6, 8. I can do it one more time, but I'd rather just hold. Okay, again, we're going to do this before he can Fengraf. We still might be done because he could just have another Rolling Thunder. I mean, even with all this flood, we've been able to hold on decently well. Not amazingly. He still has the Firebolt. You can see this card's coming out most likely. It's pretty dead overall, unless he's running counters and crop rotations and stuff. Okay, we drew a Disfigure. Alright, that actually works in our favor. 3, 6, 9. So I can afford to do this. And can actually do it one more time. In case I draw a Gurmag Angler. Save the preordain for next turn. So I guess I'll wait till his attack step to do all this stuff. And he's going to be able to Fengraph back one of them. But it's just the way it goes, guys. Finally drawing into some action, but it's possibly too little too late. Okay, he got back the Mole Drifter. Probably his best of the two, I think, because it brings two cards along with it. Wow, we found another Haunted Fengraph. Okay, that's a problem as well. And he's so just reset his entire turn. And we definitely need removal because this Firebolt and this attack is lethal. So Teachings will actually do it. I can specifically kill his guy. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. I'm going to get a Victim of Night. It's a beast. So let's get him. Okay, so we're a little more stable here. We have to really be careful that we don't get hit with another Rolling Thunder, but... Wow, another Haunted Fengraph. This is kind of inspiring. This many Haunted Fengraphs is really a problem. I'm going to have to counter this and just hope that he doesn't have Thunder. The Thunder Down Under. I mean, that's a high threat density. He's doing something. Okay. Maybe our best draw is Chainer's Edict now. Get two guys for one. Okay. Wow, all four Haunted Fengraphs. That's nutty. That's really crazy. So he has at least 16 colorless producing lands. Okay, I drew another one. If he attacks me, I go down to 4, which any Firebolt gets me. I can also, let's see, I have 3, 7, 10. So I don't have enough to cast both Mystical Teachings. I think I just have to go to 4 and counter the Fangren Marauder. I could also get a Disfigure with one and get a Tragic Slip with the other. But I'd rather just... Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If he just tries to burn me, I have to... I don't think I can survive if he has another one. But I'll try it. I'll act like I have more counters than I actually do. And there it goes. Like I said, I think this is going to be pretty tough. So, okay, as you can see, Dispel was literally dead all game long. I don't know if he brings in counters. Maybe he brings in some, like Pyroblast. Disfigures I don't really love, even though they kill some Mole Drifters and stuff. I think we want more counter spells, too. Fairy Trickery is actually better, because it exiles. We don't want this. I think we want Deep Analysis probably to keep up with his card draw. And then I'd like this as well. So what can I cut? I think we want... I mean, he has a lot of... He has 4 Haunted Fengraphs, so we kind of need all the graveyard hate we can get. And I'd like this, but we're already over by 1. Deadweight's probably got to go. I think we have to leave it like this. I think all the other cards are pretty necessary. As much as I'd like a Deprive as well, I don't think it's better than any of these other cards. So I think I have to leave this. You know, we don't even have room for Hydroblast. But right now it's so important just to kill the big threats and make sure that he's not getting them back with Haunted Fengraph. And I think we want this because he's got a lot of card draw. All right, let's try it. I would like the Deprive and probably 1 Hydroblast, but I can't think of any cuts. So, and this hand's very slow, but it's keepable. He's not going to have... I mean, the fastest draw he can have is turn 3 Tron. But aside from that, his draws are going to be usually pretty medium, not super fast. Okay, and we will try and get a 4th land, I think. We don't want the 2nd Teachings, though. We want to set up Teachings, and we can get it to a point where we can Teachings for Teachings. And we want to set up turn 4 Teaching so we can get some counter spells. He did find a Tron piece. Okay, now it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and evoke a Mole Drifter. And we found a counter. Alright, and a 5th land that comes into play untapped. So lucky for us, he's still digging for stuff, but he may have found it. Nope, found the map though, that's pretty good. Okay, so now we leave up Teachings and counter magic. I think I will just counter a Mole Drifter at this point. Yep. Rah. Relic of Progenitus is fine. Interesting choice considering that he relies so heavily on his own graveyard. Seems kind of wrong. So now we just pass on double counterspell, and we also have an untapped land to try and flash this back, though I don't think we're going to get to. So even though he knows about the counterspell, I'd rather take the opportunity to use that. So now we leave up Teachings Flashback to get another Teachings. Hopefully we can just run him out of stuff. Even if he does blow up the relic, I think I'm going to respond by flashing back Mystical Teachings. We'll see. Because I can kill anything I want with this. So yeah, I'll just do it for the value. Do it! Oh, he's not going to do it. Interesting decision. So I have 6 mana. Actually 7 if I play this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I am going to have to discard though. Which, as it turns out, is going to be fine because I'm going to discard a land. Okay. I think my plan is to kill him with anglers, so... Or somehow get him to time out. 3, 7. Oh, speaking of... I think it's that time. Four hits with this bad boy should help us do the job. So he's gonna play a a Seagate Oracle. Yeah, that's gonna resolve. So there's a second red source for Rolling Thunder. There's a Haunted Fengraph, so now I'm going to want to play my Spell Bomb. I'm just going to play it right now. It even takes care of his Firebolt, but... Okay, he is going to block. Alright, it's a decent trade. Spell Bomb for Fengraph and Firebolt and Seagate Oracle. I target you. Okay. See if he remembers to blow that up. Not blow it up, but activate it, tap it. He doesn't, so now we actually get a free Teachings. It's little things like that. I mean, when you choose to leave Relic around and you forget to do things like that, it can have a decent positive impact for me. Because now I get free value out of this. So I think now he's going to try and kill my Angler. But, yeah, he's got the sources to do so. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Okay. Now I counter this one and I think I'm okay. Well, that kind of sucks. See if I can find anything to save me. Nope. Otherwise, he's just going to have that. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have to kill him with the other one. What are you going to do? He might blow up his relic now that I'm going to cast Mystical Teachings. Nope, he doesn't. And looky here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could cast it for 6. Leave up double counterspell. That seems fine. It's going to be tough for him to kill another one. He had enough problems killing the first one, so I think this time it'll resolve, especially with another counterspell around. And one card in hand. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. His draws have been kind of anemic. He's drawn a lot of lands. Well, not even that many. 5, 7, 8. I've drawn 9, 10, not including the ones I either discarded or whatever. So I've drawn like 11 lands. I mean, he probably should have blown this up a long time ago. But everybody wants to keep it around for some nebulous purpose that never really develops or materializes. That's going to me? Okay. Oh, because he's going to blow the relic. I'm actually not going to cast Think Twice because it allows me to flashback teachings now. And Force 10. I don't think I'm going to preordain either. I'm just going to flash that thing back. Get counterspell number 3. Oh, actually, sorry, get teachings number 3. Number 2. Number 3. Another relic. Okay. Okay. A third relic. What the heck is going on? We might be entering a scenario where he doesn't have enough time to win game 3. So I could just cast teachings, but then it definitely gets blasted with a relic. So I think I can just wait. 5-11. So now I can play Preordain. Don't think we want this, considering the fact that he has double relic. So I'm going to attack, leave up double teachings. Double counterspell. So teachings for counterspell, teachings again probably for another counterspell. I don't think there's anything at instant speed he can use. I don't even actually have to tap all the way out because I have two things in my yard. So instead of leaving shields down, he could have some instant speed fireball maybe. I'm actually just going to let it happen. My meal ticket is this Gurmag Angler, so as long as I just keep beating him down, I think we're fine. I'll leave that in hand so I can discard. Una's Grace. I don't know. I guess I'll just discard that too. Well, I have triple counterspell. I could have just countered that. Could just counter everything he does, but this actually takes more time off of his clock, so I might as well let that happen. So I'm going to counter this. Actually, there's no artifacts on board that get put into the graveyard. So let that resolve, then I'll kill it. Yeah, good luck. This is his last card. Alright, so he has 7 minutes to win the next game. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I wish I could bring in. But base, I mean, he is punishing our graveyard a lot. Makes Una's Grace not as exciting. So maybe I'll play another Deep Analysis, or a Hydroblast, or a Deprive. I think I'm going to play Deep Analysis, though. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14. We have enough draw. Maybe I will just play the Deprive. Alright, let's try that. Relic is an odd choice. His hand is not amazing, but I'm still going to keep it. He did mulligan. He keeps as well. And he put it on top. And that's a very good start. Could have turn 3 Tron. He does. Okay. Well, that could be a problem. Let's preordain away our lands and try and get Gurmag Angler online. 5 and 5. So it doesn't really matter. No lands. I I don't think we need Talisman. I will take a turn 3 Compulsive Research, though. Might not be good enough, but... Okay, so this is actually kind of good for us because it means he might be low on color fixing. He's going to Mull Drifter, though. I think I'm going to use the Chainer's Edict just because Vendetta might end up being better for us in the long run by hitting something specific. Next turn, I likely just leave up Mystical Teachings. He is kind of in panic mode. Not panic mode, but he is kind of rushing. I'll go ahead and kill this guy. I'm going to lose 3 life. Maybe I'll just slam the Gurmag Angler. Yeah, I think I will. That way, if he has a Rolling Thunder, he's kind of got to use it. Oh, this is actually a better idea. Just pass now. Haunted Fengraf it is. Okay, I get to counter it. Next turn, I'm going to play the Angler, I think. Depends if I actually draw a land. Ooh. So now I can play Angler with backup. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Did I do that wrong? Oh, no, that was correct. You want to leave that Edict in the yard. There it goes. Alright, he's got 5 minutes. Pretty much counter anything that isn't a Seagate Oracle. Any creature. Yep, countering this. I hope I draw an untapped land so that way I can... Oh, he's got another one. Well, now I just leave up Mystical Teachings, I guess. All right, he's getting he's getting all messed up. Ooh, counterspell. I think I want the land too, but I want the counterspell now. I want it now. We might get there, guys. There's a Haunted Fengraf. He got the Marauder, so I'm going to try countering it again. He's saving his Chromatic Stars to try and gain life. Looks like he might have a Seagate Oracle. Resolves. See if he takes a block. I know I'm drawing a Dismal Backwater. I'm going to leave up Mystical Teachings. He is going to block. So now a couple things. If I draw an untapped land, I can flash back. Whoa, what is this? That resolves. I might have to try and get him on time here. Just looking like it might work. Just gonna pass, actually. Yeah, it's going to pass. Okay. Time to get another teachings. Time to pass. Yeah, we're looking pretty dang good here. Time to get another counterspell. So now he's going to blow up his relic, it looks like. That's fine. So he lost his Chainer's Edict too. I think it's time to play Mole Drifter. Ooh, nice draw. Except for the land, but that's okay. We took Una's Grace out of the deck. He's leaving up a bunch of artifacts for Fangren Marauder. Yep, that's fine. Okay. I think I'll counter a Mole Drifter. If he has Haunted Fengraph, he can get it back. Okay. Ooh, Haunted Fengraph. And a Seagate Oracle. Oh no, Seagate Oracle. Don't think Seagate Oracle Beatdown's gonna get me. So 3, 7, 8. Yeah, I can afford to do this. Just gonna kill these both right now. He has 6, 12, 14 mana. Guess I gotta counter that. And he's a 1 in 4 chance of hitting it with Fengraph. He didn't hit it. So now I can Crypt Incursion whenever I see fit. Yeah, I think he's going to time out. We'll see. I can also not Chainer's Edict here. Yeah, I'm just going to leave up Crypt Incursion. Even though I think he's killing my guy and hitting me. Crypt Incursion's going to gain me a bunch of life. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to try and counter if I draw a counter. Otherwise, I have Chainer's Edict twice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I don't have the Crypt Incursion 2. Okay, I don't need the Crypt Incursion. And he didn't attack. He's got 6, 10, 16. Which I don't know what that means. I don't think he's going to have enough. Six, 10, 16, 17 total. And I can Crypt Incursion for 6. Oh, he drew another one. Okay. He's definitely sitting on a Rolling Thunder. He's trying to get rid of me in 35 seconds. So I have enough. Hang on. I have enough for Crypt Incursion and Victim. And I can't cast that. So I'll just cast Victim. Now I can gain 9 life. He's going to attack. I'm going to block. Or not. Okay. Kind of weird. I will keep that, I think. And I'll cast this for 5. Nine, 13. I guess I should have counted. He can do it for 19, but I'm going to gain 9. So that's good. I could cast Think Twice first. So maybe I shouldn't have kept that. Looks like he's going to lose to time, though. Oh, yeah. 3-1, baby. Thanks for watching. We are in the final match for our Pauper League. We're on the draw. We're going to keep it. This is for the glory. This is the final match, guys. So we are going to keep this hand. He's debating. Yeah, he's on the play. Yep, definitely keepable. Remove a spell early if we want it. Divination early if we want it. He mulligans. We're going to keep. And yeah, I have no idea what he's playing. Hopefully it's one of the decks that we expect. He mulligans a 4, so now we're looking really good. Puts a card on bottom. Is he even going to... Okay, Forest. Oh, he is Slivers. So I'm just going to kill his guy with a dead weight. Because I have Chainer's Edict to follow up. And on a mulligan to 4, that should be pretty effective. Looks like he might be missing another color. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Buys us a ton of time. Cool. So now I'm going to thin out lands. Hopefully he doesn't draw his white source. He does not. I'll get another blue. And here I'm going to thin out lands first and then cast Divination. I'll get a black source just to even it out. And we are very much in a comfortable position, especially with that counter spell. He did find a threat though, but I think we'll be safe just leaving up counter spell and mystical teachings. So we'll pretty much counter any other threat. Here I can feel safe just getting an edict effect. I guess we can, to play around Vines of Vastwood. Don't need the Crypt Incursion yet. Might not need it ever. So we have to just leave up all of our mana. Yeah. Next turn I can play the Talisman if I want. Guess I mean, I didn't have to cast Edict right away, but was something to consider. This leaves up Dispel and Counterspell. There's nothing in our graveyard. I'll go ahead and counter this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and I drew a land, so now I think I can Talisman into Muldrifter. So let's do that. That seems like a great play. Graveyard's super stacked. Board is clear. Opponent is color screwed. So things are looking fantastic. So I could Teachings, but I think I'm just going to draw a million cards. Just, flood the board. I can do this, right? 2, 4, 7, 8. Yeah, definitely can. I might have way too many cards by the time things are all said and done. I'll just cast this. It's okay if I don't draw an island. I might draw a tapped land and want to play it. It's very debatable. Guess I'll leave up Tragic Slip rather than Dispel. I don't think it's going to matter either way. I think he's way too far behind here. And now I can just leave up Teachings and think twice. 2, 5, 8, 9. So I'll play an untapped land so I can Teachings for Teachings and cast Teachings. Yeah, this is pretty ugly. Get a counter spell. Attack. Can do the same thing again. And winning game 1 here is pretty fantastic for us. He has no chance, I don't think. Okay, and he concedes. So, playing against Slivers, looks like it's green-white. Might be more colors, but it's an aggro deck that can create some strong tempo by having a bunch of lords. So I want to cut my counter magic and bring in more board control. And I want to cut one of my 4-drops so I'm not flooded there. And I guess we're going to end up leaving in a couple counters, even though they're not very good. Yeah, this looks like how we want it. I mean, we want all the removal we can get. That's pretty much all the removal we have. Hydroblast I don't think is going to do anything unless he is actually playing red, but Most likely just green-white. We are going to be on the draw, which is a little dangerous. He plays first. He keeps... I think I'm going to keep this just because we also have this turn 4 Justice, most likely. I didn't need to do that. Okay. Wow, he has a young wolf. That's going to eat up our Chainer's Edict. Okay, so we're still playing that, though. That's unfortunate. So now I think I'm going to play the Evolving Wilds. Chainer's Edict doesn't do anything for us. I do have another land, though. I guess it does set him up for the Justice, even though I'm going to take a lot of damage. I mean, it maybe does. If he has another Lord, then it doesn't, but... And that might have been wrong, because maybe we want a Divination instead of sacking Evolving Wilds. If I draw an untapped land, it's kind of a moot point, but looks like he's going to make another Lord. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so he's kind of all in. If he doesn't have another Lord, I can stay alive. Do I just die to poison here? 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I do just die to poison. Even if I tragic slip something. No, it's 2, 4, 6. It's 6 poison. Okay. Well, let's hope he doesn't have another Lord or another Sliver. I am going to 8, but that's fine. Alright, I think we're actually fine. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I go to 8 poison and 8 life, and I'm going to go to 6 life. Please have nothing. Let's have nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright, so we might get out of this. No pump spells, no nothing. Alright, got a sweep. No! What? Alright, we lose to double mutagenic growth and double virulent sliver. Alright, that's going to take us to game 3. We are going to be on the play. We're not playing complete disregard for Young Wolf. That's kind of bad for us. But I don't think I'm going to change anything. Maybe we play a Spell Bomb. Maybe we play a Dispel for his mutagenic growth, but no, I think we just leave it, actually. I mean, he's playing mutagenic growth and Young Wolf. It's, fairly annoying. Could do like that. Dispel is very narrow. So is Nihil Spell Bomb, but it at least cycles. I think I want the counter spells. Alright, so here we go. One way or another, this is concluding for us. Right now we're 6 game wins and 3 game losses. Let's play first for sure. This hand is not keepable. Oh well. We'll have to mulligan it. And wow. Looks like we might be mulliganing into oblivion. Let's hope he at least mulligans too. Seems like his mana is kind of off, like just hard to mulligan again. Ugh. I don't think I can go to 4. Let's find a swamp. Okay, that's might be good enough. Oh, this is so bad for us. But we do have some removal spells. He again has the Young Wolf. Yeah, this is going to be really tough. Ugh. Good lord. And we have to worry about mutagenic growth. So I think I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'll go with the Doom Blade, but it depends what I draw. If I draw like a Preordain. Yeah, I think I just go for the Doom Blade now. I could go with this figure that really gets hurt by mutagenic growth, and we're not saving any mana by casting the Disfigure, so I'm just going to kill that now. Hopefully that helps, but I think he's got a fistful of stuff just because he's got both of his colors. So, alright, now I am going to try the Disfigure. Need lands. Can't really keep anything else. That is not a land. Hopefully this works. Dodged a bullet there. So now what? Looks like the hits keep on coming. Ouch. Well, good thing we got that Disfigure in. Yeah, we're just getting steamrolled here. I mean, this doesn't even set him up for anything. It just makes his Young Wolf bigger. Oh, Lord. Well, do I cast it? I think I still cast it. I know it adds some damage, but we're going to be victiming this. Then we're going to hopefully either Justice or do something. We might draw another Edict, so we need to get rid of this one way or another. But it's just looking really rough for us. Ugh. Okay, I mean, yeah, now we can't even get through with a Justice. So, yeah, we just got steamrolled. He had a really good draw, and we obviously had a really tough mulligan. Not sure how this matchup is overall, but I think, you know, it's fairly good. Like, for instance, this would be good had we had a slightly better hand and he didn't have two plated slivers on it. This is good tech against us, so something to consider. There's some food for thought. Yeah, it's going to be game. We're going to like 1. So, unfortunately, leaving with a 3-2 instead of a 4-1. However, I think on any given Sunday, we could easily 4-1 or 5-0. Just happened to run into this deck and got the short end of the stick one time against mono black control. So, that's going to do it, guys. We're going to get hit with a bunch of poison and a bunch of everything. So, definitely thanks for checking out this very first Pauper League that we played in. And here comes our prizes. I'm not sure what they are. 80 play points, so we broke even. Not great. I mean, we did get the experience, and definitely these leagues are kind of interesting. We have completed our first league. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching. And we will see you in the next installment of